Do you always get stressed when you go shopping because you don't know what you want? Or look in your wardrobe and can't find anything? Well, it's time for fashion puberty. For the next week, pay attention to what draws you in person and online, and store these somewhere. Save on Instagram, make an album in your camera roll, make a Pinterest board, get examples of styles and outfits you would like to recreate, anyone you look up to in the fashion world. Now, analyze the board. Find any common themes. Are there any colors you're drawn to? Any specific pieces you like? Any accessories that really tie the piece together? Or is there a silhouette you fancy? Focus on the outfit. Don't just save it because they're pretty or rich. And most importantly, do not box yourself into one aesthetic because we're multifaceted creatures. Look at what you already have. Observe the clothes, the shoes, any pieces that make you feel good. Focus especially on any pieces you have that may be similar to any pieces or outfits that you found in step 1. Hang up everything, especially if you have the luxury of space. I live in a dorm, so I don't really have that. But hang up your trousers, organize your pieces by color. As you do this and look through, your brain will start catching on to common themes. And when you're shopping and picking out outfits day to day, you'd have a familiar image of your closet. So as you're looking through your clothes, try piecing things together. I'm not saying wear them yet, just try seeing, oh, this may look good with this. This just makes it so that you keep encoding into your brain, and when you really need it, it'll be automatic. Once you're intentional, it'll become effortless. Sometimes I wake up and I don't know what to wear, and I just put things on and I still get compliments on them. It's like, oh, this whole thing? Thanks. When you're hanging your things the first time around, hang them all in one direction. This will come in handy later. Assess your lifestyle as well. Do you prioritize functional clothing above all? Is it primarily cold or warm where you live? Are you subscribed to Jess's Digi Diaries yet? All these questions will be very useful in the next step. Buy the absolute minimum. If you already have a dress that's short instead of long, it's okay. Just keep that. Don't get another one quite yet. The goal here isn't to overconsume. Instead, you want to fill in the gaps. We're going to buy things based on what we collected in step 1, but what was missing in step 2. Get cohesive, versatile pieces. Set yourself a hard budget. Don't go over it, no matter what. I'd recommend thrifting, A, for the planet, and B, because you can also find more unique items. Or you could do clothing swaps with your friends. You could look on Depop. Now listen to me. If you see something you really like, or you've just seen something 500 times on TikTok, so now you think you'll really like it, but you can only think of one way to style it, do not buy it. Cease and desist. Any item we're buying in this step, you have to be able to think of multiple ways you can style it, either because you've seen it styled before or because your brain is just coming up with it. But if in that moment your brain can't come up with something, don't buy it. Don't say, oh, later I'll think of how to wear it. No. In terms of clothing items, a basic plain tee, preferably a neutral color, white, brown, black, a black or brown long dress. I say long because then it can be casual, but it can also be formal. It can be dressy, it can be for date night, or it could just be to hang out with your friends. It could be used during the summer, or you could layer during the winter. Patterns and prints. Listen to me. This is the easiest fashion hack. If you are feeling lazy and you just wear something that has a pattern on it, you don't really have to think as much of the other pieces because that alone is making a statement. Anytime I wear a pattern on something, I'm always just getting a compliment, or, oh, this suits you, or this color suits you, this pattern suits you, when I haven't even tried. Also, a tank. Once again, in a neutral color like the t-shirts. Now get 2 types of skirts if you don't already have these. So it could be mini and midi, midi and maxi, mini and maxi, or 2 types in the sense of texture, so like denim and satin. Get businessy bottoms. This could also be a skirt, but I prefer trousers for this. A good pair of denim trousers, however you prefer. It could be ripped, it could be boot cut, it could be low rise, it could be black. But like the skirts, only 2 to start. Puffer jacket, big long coat, leather jacket, and a black jacket. Obviously, there can be overlap, like your black jacket could be your leather jacket like mine. For shoes, a black boot, because it's easy to dress down, a heeled boot, because it's easy to walk in compared to normal heels, and a comfortable pair of sneakers. If you want to see an in-depth accessory guide, comment down below because that's a world of its own. But for starters, dangly earrings, studs, elevated hoops, rings, a statement necklace, a long necklace that you can layer, a statement belt or chain, claw clip, an accessory for the cold, for example, earmuffs, scarves, beanies, a multi-purpose bag, sunglasses, and lastly, I recommend button pins because this will help change how things fit, and I'll give more ideas of what to buy in the last step. Now for the hard work. Firstly, throw away your phone. you don't need it. You don't want your brain to be too saturated and only to think of what others are wearing. Rather, now you want it to come from within. Because our brains are so wonderful, you still have some idea of what you want to emulate, but you just don't need to look at the picture to put it together, because you don't want to copy word for word, bar for bar. The top tip to mix and match color theory: look up a color wheel and you can see contrasting colors, complementary colors, colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. That gives you an idea of what goes together. Also, think of the world around you, think of nature, think of things that you just think are pretty, juxtaposition or contrast. So things that may ordinarily not seem like they go together, or maybe two different vibes. For example, something fitted paired with something loose. Pay attention to layering thinner pieces on the bottom or on the base. You bulk it up from there. I'll give more tips on what you can add to this step once again in the bonus step. Now, wear your outfits out each day in the world. I know this can be scary, especially if these are things that you haven't worn or you think look good on others, but you don't think look good on you. What we're paying attention to is A, how you're feeling. Does it make you want to dance and twirl? Does it make you want to rule the world? Does it make you want to become president? B, if something's comfortable, if you're constantly twisting and turning. Here are things that you shouldn't really give much weight. If people say you look nice, like, oh, that's a nice compliment. But what you should take into account here are specific compliments. So if someone says, oh, that color looks really nice on you, or oh, I really like those trousers you're wearing. If someone really takes time out of their day to tell you that they think something looks nice, it could have a deeper meaning, like this color or this specific shade could really suit your undertone. It could mean a certain cut or a certain silhouette is really flattering on you. In this step, make sure you're taking pictures of your outfit. Now that we know how we felt in step 6, we're going to go back and mix and match like we did in step 5. This time, paying attention to the things that really worked in step 6. Make it a challenge each week to come up with as many new combos as you can. Earlier, I had mentioned also looking to nature, for example, for inspiration. But now also look at movies, TV shows, even cartoon characters. After doing this for a few weeks, go back to step 2. And this is why those hangers were important then, because now as you wear things, I want you to flip the hanger the other way around. After a few weeks, if you see that there are certain hangers that have still not been turned the other way around, you know you're not wearing them. Give them away, donate them, sell them. We're going to really do a declutter of things that we don't wear. And this also gives space to start adding statement pieces. Zero to hero, no time flies. Zero to hero, just like that. First is a signature or a uniform. Think of certain people you know that you might associate a certain hair color to, or a certain accessory. This could be as easy as a specific necklace that you always wear, a bracelet stat, a hair accessory, any other accessory, certain colors that are in your color palette, a hairstyle. That way when people think of you, they think of your signature. Another thing, wearing things unconventionally. So wearing things not exactly as they were intended. For example, look how I took this normal long sleeve top and transformed it into a different top. No cutting, no sewing, nothing, simply just by tying it a different way. So this could be like flipping things upside down, flipping things inside out, some wrapping, twisting, tying. Also from the previous step and step 2, when we were looking at what we have and deciding what to donate, you could also look in this donation/selling pile to see if there are things that you could cut or sew. Something else is a bold lip combo.
Mwah. No bars.
This could be matte or glossy, but think of it, if you see someone walk in with a really nice lip combo and it's not the regular nude, you'd be like, I wonder who that is. Also, something personalized. This could be nail art, customized pieces, accessorizing your bag, swapping laces to ribbons. Those little tweaks that make your outfit that little bit better. A non-clothing related thing is smelling good. Believe it or not, smelling good really just brings your outfit together. The fact that when you're around people, they're like, oh, you smell nice. Think about it this way. Someone will evaluate you more positively if you look bad but you smell nice, compared to if you look nice but you smell horrible, because that could just be indicative of bad hygiene and other things. No one really wants that. For the cherry on top, dyed hair, piercings, or grills, something that just draws attention to the face, and this makes someone really take in your whole outfit, because not only are they looking at your clothes and possibly your shoe or your bag, they also scan up and see, oh wow, your hair matches your outfit. If you got this far, comment your favorite piece below or something that's at the top of your wish list. Bye.